Now let's talk about this. Big news for Texas college football fans like myself. First playoff rankings are now out. Texas A&M University, whoop, my alma mater, and Texas Tech made the cut. But the University of Texas just missed it. The undefeated Aggies sit at number 3 behind Ohio State and Indiana and would get a first-round bye. Now Texas Tech is 8th and faces number 7 BYU this weekend in Lubbock. Longhorns 11 just outside the field because top conference champs earn automatic spots. Now the initial bracket gives byes to Ohio State, Indiana, and Texas A&M and Alabama, while Tech could host Oregon rather. Now the chairman behind all this, that's Mack Rhoades, says Ohio State, Indiana edged out A&M thanks to stronger defenses, according to them. Still with big games ahead, though, this race is far from over. So here's how the new college football playoff works. It's now a 12-team field. For those of you who don't understand the process, let me break it down because you may be newbies to this. The 5 highest ranked conference champs get automatic bids. The 4 top teams overall earn first-round byes. Seeds 5 through 12 play first-round games on campus the weekend of December 20th. And then it's on to the big bowls, Cotton, Orange, Rose, Sugar, and the quarterfinals and semifinals. This year's championship game kicks off in January 19th in Miami. The rankings come out every Tuesday, all leading up to the selection day, December 7th. So let's break it down with the college football fans. The first college football playoff rankings are out. There's big news from Texas A&M University, Texas Tech, and the University of Texas. So let's go to the expert joining me now, the one and only Kim Davis. She's breaking down the road to the championship when it comes to all of this. She's H-Town Sports, and she's got it all. So Kim, let's start with our alma mater first.
Right.
Because we got to talk about our Aggies.
Listen, Texas A&M is playing really well.
Yes, they are.
There are some who think that they're maybe the best team in the country. I'm okay with them being at 3. I understand
I am too.
The Ohio State ranking. I'm not sure that I agree about their defense. I think their defense may be a
Ohio's defense you're talking about?
Texas A&M's defense.
Okay.
I think it may be a little underrated.
I was about to say the same thing.
But there's a lot of time left, and the big games are coming up, right?
I know.
There's some big games still left. That's going to change. That ranking will likely change before December 7th.
Okay.
When it's final. I think it will.
Okay.
I mean, Texas and A&M still have to play each other.
I know, which is
right?
going to be, that's going to be very interesting because I know a lot of people, especially at the University of Texas, the Longhorns, they're upset with this. I know they probably are. They probably thought they would be a little bit higher than all of this. What is your sense of what you're hearing about
Well, but
this?
they've lost 2 games.
Exactly.
And so, granted, they did lose one to the Ohio State, which is number 1 in the country. I think that they are where they should be. I mean, they are looking a lot better. They didn't look so great to start the season.
They didn't, yeah.
And
that's
so
true.
I think it, as it comes down and you're playing SEC games and the games in the West, I think it's going to make a big difference in what that shakes out. And although A&M is undefeated, and I think clearly playing better football than the University of Texas, when those 2 teams meet, all that goes out the window, right?
It's a whole different thing.
It's a whole different thing. That game's in Austin this year. It's the first time they played in years where it mattered, and that's going to be a heck of a ball game, and it's going to matter.
I know, it really is. And I think what was really interesting, though, I mean, I know Coach Sark was talking about they need to have more than just the 2-3 teams from the Texas area and from the SEC, per se. Also, but Coach Elko from A&M, he was talking about he's very particular about looking at every single game, not looking ahead, per se.
Right.
You got other people doing that, but looking at every single game for what it is. Do you think that's been an advantage for A&M?
Absolutely. And I think Coach Elko has been what A&M thought he would be. He's a really solid coach. He's been really good. And the quarterback has been really good.
Oh, very much so.
Marcel Reed, if he had, been the starter, if, he had had some off-season, he coming in to be the starter, I think people may be talking about him even more glowingly, if you will.
Right.
But he has really performed well, and he's a wild card for them.
I know, and that's going to be interesting. So, I mean, one other question. So many questions, but one other question. Do you think also because you have the Ohio State, you have some big powerhouses that everybody knows around the country, that could be another reason why everyone has, I mean, I hate to say this, has thought of the Aggies as an afterthought until now?
Right, but that's not what the committee's supposed to do, right?
Exactly.
The people on that committee are not just your average fans.
Correct.
And so they're looking at everything, the strength of schedule, you know, the records against and who they've played, who they've beat, how they've played against the teams that they've competed against. So I don't think that's the case for them. I think it's difficult to knock Ohio State out of the #1 spot. They were the preseason, you know, favorite.
That I understand
They haven't lost.
completely.
So I get them being there. The Indiana one, I mean, they have performed. I'm not as sold on Indiana
I'm not either.
as a lot
I
of
agree.
others, but
Yeah.
I'm okay with what the rankings, how the rankings look at this point, and we know it's going to change.
Of course. I'm just
Yeah.
glad they're ranked. To
I'm
be
glad
honest
they're
with
ranked
you, and ranked as high as they're
listen,
ranked.
and be ranked in the top 4 and win the SEC. I mean, you do those things, now you get a bye, right?
do.
So that
Yeah.
would be very important.
All right. Well, Kim, thank you so much.
Of
Make sure
course.
you check her out. Always tell them when.
H-Town Sports Talk, 9 o'clock, right? I'm sorry, I keep making up
I
times,
know.
right? I just make it up as I go. H-Town Sports Talk on Friday nights at 10 o'clock.
o'clock.
It really is at 10 o'clock. I know when the show comes on.
Well, you know, we
Me
had a
and
time
Brad
change.
Gilmore.
We had a time change, so
That's
that has
what it
something to
is.
do with it.
Thank you for bailing me out on that one.
Thank you so much, Kim. We appreciate it.